chrome rack, and you'll find 2 of them in every range. This oven is capable of cooking an entire Thanksgiving meal at one time, and Audrey's going to tell you just the great foods that you can cook in it. On the oven door, you can see the heavy door gasket and the dual door seal design, and this keeps the heat in the oven where it belongs. The heat doesn't like to go around corners, and the 2 seals keep your kitchen even cooler. We also found that consumers like the door better when it covered the entire front of the range, or the entire width. We've also continued to give you a door hinge that gives you a smooth, quiet operating door over the life of the range. And as always, the door is easily removable. The oven bottom is also removable, and it's shipped with 2 screws in the rear of the oven bottom that hold it in place. Underneath the oven, on the standard and continuous clean models, you'll find a roll-out 3-position broiler. The broiler pan and the grid are both porcelain, but the big difference is that it's now 30% larger than it was before. You can also see that the entire broiler assembly lifts up and out for easy cleaning. Underneath, you can see that we've given the range a full bottom to protect the floor during broiling. So you can really see just how easy to clean these ranges are. And when it comes to installation, these ranges are also a breeze. 4 leveling legs have been provided on each range, and you'll find that the regulator has been located on the right rear of the range under the main top, where it's most convenient. Now this is a slight change from your current models, which have the regulator located on the left side. But most of the installations today use a flexible gas connector, and moving the regulator really should not have an impact on most installations. As far as the back of the range, we've designed it to permit a flush installation with the back wall and allow for your gas pipe hookup. You'll also find that the anti-tip catch on the lower left side of the main back and the anti-tip or stability bracket, as shown here, is shipped with the use and care safety manuals on the surface of the main top. Now this is an important safety feature, and it's found on all Kenmore freestanding ranges. You'll also find the repair parts manual and the use, care, and safety manual packed inside the plastic bag on the main top. I think you can see all of the obvious improvements we've put into this new range line. But one thing that's been built throughout the line is quality. And as you get some hands-on experience, I think you'll notice that we've eliminated the sharp edges and we've added weight in key areas. We've also stressed the importance of alignments, along with fit and finish. And we've placed quality as the #1 priority for these ranges. We want to provide the highest, best quality product available. And our goal is 100% satisfied customers and not service calls. I'd like to take a few moments now to go over another key range in your new gas lineup. And this is a 735/18, and it's been a key range with all of its great selection of features. Point out, notice that the style back guard has the same family look. And you have the electronic range control, or the ERC. And this remains basically unchanged, although that you'll find that all of the clocks and controls now have been moved to the center of the back guard. And this really provides a more user-friendly location for these controls. The ERC still uses the same one-touch operation and has all of the flashing and audible prompts to help the user. I think you'll agree that, unfortunately, people tend to use the old saying, when all else fails, read the directions. Well, what we've tried to do is make the ERC so user-friendly that it can be understood without any directions. Now, some of the other basic differences over the 71218 that I covered are that here you can see the deluxe 280-degree valves. And these valves give you a lot more precise flame control. And the other thing that we've done with the new line is spend a great deal of time on appearance. One example here, you can see the new self-clean knob. It's been improved to give it a lower profile and a better appearance. You'll also see that we still have the window on the black glass door for the 735, which is self-cleaning, and the self-cleaning oven has the same size oven cavity as the standard and continuous clean models. The other thing that you'll find is that the self-clean models also have the same large broiler pan. But these models offer the consumer the added convenience of waist-high broiling, which is in the oven, and it adds control and flexibility as you're broiling. A lot more so than the low-style broiler in the standard and continuous clean models. The door can also be left closed during broiling. With a gas range, and this is gas only. Electric ranges, you have to have the door open. The gas flame burns up all of the smoke, giving you the cleanest way to broil. Now, the oven bottom on this range is also removable, although it's really in case of service, since the self-clean feature eliminates the need to remove it during cleaning. And since the broiler's in the oven, there's room left below for a handy storage drawer. Other great features that you'll see on this new line are large picture windows with a 20 by 12 inch opening versus the standard window here, which is a 15 by 6 inch opening. And we've added a chrome main top on the most deluxe model. The line is really very similar in overall features to the current line from the standpoint of clocks, windows, black glass, etc. And what we've done is really to send the ML pages to the stores already, and hopefully you've received those. As well, Audrey sent a merchandiser that should give you even more information. I know I've covered these models very quickly today, but I hope I've given you some additional incentive to clear out the old and bring in the new models as soon as possible. Let's make it a great year in 1991, and really like to thank you for watching, and I'll turn things back over to Bob Von Dale. Bob?
Thanks, Dave. I'm really excited about our new ranges. I think we can promise strong increases in sales when you consider we have the same selling prices with all those plus features, like the extra large oven, the extra large broiler, the upswept cooktop, the hidden oven vent, square burner grates, and the list goes on and on. Now let's hear from Audrey Schaefer, our sales promotion manager. Audrey has some great promotional materials to show you. Audrey?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure that all of you will agree that these new Kenmores will be the most exciting you've seen in the marketplace for some time. From a marketing standpoint, Sears Brand Central will be the leader in gas range cooking appliances. Your customers will not be able to go down the street and find the features, the benefits, and the Kenmore quality that only you have to sell. When your customer walks into the cooking center, the first thing they'll notice is the excitement going on in gas ranges. This dynamite new signing will be on each and every one of the new Kenmore gas ranges. As Dave pointed out earlier, these new Kenmore gas rangers offer your customer cooking excellence. First, they are the easiest to clean ranges in the market. The one-piece cooktop eliminates any cracks or crevices to trap dirt and grease. It wipes clean easily. This signing also asks your customer to raise the cooktop. No wires and no clutter to clean around. And on this side, dinner for 10 it says. The picture here tells the complete story. On the door of the oven, there is another diagonal sign, which reinforces the extra large oven story. The big difference here is that the new Kenmore gas ranges have over 30% more usable oven capacity than any other leading manufacturer's range of its kind. A 20-pound roast or 25-pound turkey is about all you can get into a conventional range at one time, but not in the new Kenmores. Add 3 quarts of broccoli casserole, 2 quarts of au gratin potatoes, 2 quarts of dressing, and 2 quarts of fruit cobbler. Now you've got the complete picture of what a Kenmore can do compared to any other range. Your customers will truly be impressed. Much of the information I'm covering with you today is included in this brochure that you should have just received in the weekly Brand Central package. In this brochure is a complete rundown of the features in each one of our ranges. Use this as a guide to trade up by trading down. Your April monthly training package and April NSSP also gives you the great information on more of the details about these features. We will be supporting this rollout full force beginning in June with the first week national mailer. Our Sears Best customers will be the first to see our terrific new ranges in this ad. Be prepared to tell both the cleanability and dinner for 10 story. Looking forward to a great 1991. Good selling. And now back to Bob.
Thank you, Audrey. You've shown us we have all the marketing programs in place, the signs to help tell the story, and the training to give us confidence on the sales floor. We can all feel proud to sell Kenmore ranges. But remember, we can't transition to the new models until the old are gone. We're counting on the strongest gas markets, which include New York, Chicago, and LA, to help us sell completely out. So those markets will be transitioning last. Some new models will appear in early April. Others will be around through late May. Now we're going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to ask Dave Adams from GE and Audrey Schaefer from Marketing to join me in this question and answer session. Please dial 312-875-4990 with any questions. Be sure to press the talk button the entire time you're speaking and make sure the rocker switch is pushed to conference. While we're waiting for our first call to come in, let's cover some of the frequently asked questions we get. Dave, some people are probably wondering, when will the sealed gas ranges be changing?
The new sealed gas ranges are going to be available this fall, Bob. And these ranges are going to have the same type upswept tops and the same size oven capacity that I went over on these ranges. So should make for an exciting fall.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Audrey, some people are probably wondering how we're going to handle the advertising of gas ranges during the first month of the transition, April.
Well, as I said before, Bob, we will be advertising our first Kenmore gas ranges the first week in June. Meanwhile, we'll be advertising the old 71291 as a closeout model to make sure that all markets transition smoothly.
We still don't have any calls yet. We'd love to hear from you. While we're waiting, though, I have another question for Dave. Do any other brands have an extra large oven?
Kenmore has the largest oven on the market, Bob. There's no other manufacturer with a larger oven. The GE and Hotpoint brands will have the same large since it's a GE-built product. But Kenmore does have the largest gas oven on the market.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Still no calls yet. We have another question that we'd like to have answered for you, and that's, Dave, do we have any other brands in the marketplace that have an upswept cooktop?
Right now there are a lot of rumors floating around industry about new models with upswept tops, but these are the first upsweps to be on the market in a gas range.
Okay, thanks, Dave. Well, that concludes our program for today. If you have any questions we weren't able to get to, you can call me, Bob Von Dale, at 312-875-1456. My email is rvondal. I'd like to thank Dave, Audrey, and all of you out there for joining us. Good selling.